My name is Dick Downs. I'm a diver, coin dealer, coin collector, fisherman, beachcomber, fossil hunter. Used to chase women, but I can't run fast enough now. So there you go. What else do I do? Oh yeah, I used to be a professional dart player. And the first trip to the States was selling tungsten darts to members of the Dallas Dart League and the California Darts Association, which was very interesting. That was back in 1976. And been fishing. I caught my first first bass in 1949. And I formed the British Bass Angling Sports Fishing Society 50 years ago. I'm honorary vice president of that. I used to run charter boats for shark fishing. We had British and world record sharks. And then I got interested in old shipwrecks, and the rest is history. I've been diving all over the world. I'm a consultant to top auction houses on shipwreck stuff. And I help the people write the reference books on Spanish coins. See, so I'm not just a pretty face, or even a pretty face, sadly. So I travel all around Europe, and to help pay for the travelling expenses, I pick up one or two coins from Spain, Portugal, Sweden, France, Belgium, and mainly in England. And I'll pop over to the fun show to sell them to my friends in the collecting business and the diving world. So I usually share a table with Bill Pearson, who's behind me somewhere. He's made a living out of selling coins from the wreck of the Etosha, but he knows a lot about most shipwrecks. And I've been a friend of Bill's and most of the shipwreck dealers and divers and coin dealers over here for about 50 years. And as a diver, I've found one or two bits of treasure on occasion, not much of course. So anyway, there you go. And I'm at the fun show, and I encourage everybody to go to the fun show because it's a great place for meeting people, buying coins. If you buy coins for investment, I bought one or two American gold coins when the gold price was about $500 an ounce, and it's $2,500 an ounce now. So they've been sat there like a house, increasing in value. I wish I had them left now. So most people over here collect Morgan dollars and stuff like that, but I'm interested in all the really old stuff from the 1700s. I've got one or two silver dollars, 1795, 98, 99. I think I've got a 1794 half dime or dime, which is quite rare, you know, that sort of stuff. The trouble is, one or two of you American collectors have been watching the English auctions, and there was a early American copper in an auction in Cornwall last year, and it had an estimate of 50 to 100 pounds, so that's around about $100 the estimate in the auction. And I bid £1,000 on it, and somebody else bought it for £1,500, which is about $2,000. So I was unlucky in that some smart ass spotted it before I did. Yeah. Anyway, there you go. I think that'll do, won't it?
Yeah. I mean, that's plenty.
I'll get verbal diarrhea. I can talk for hours about all sorts of crap.
How long you've been coming to the fun show?
Pardon? Oh yeah. Yeah. First, did I mention I came to America in 1976? I did, didn't I? And I started coming over here just after Mel Fisher had found the Etosha the year after, 87, and I visited the museum in Key West, and I was lucky enough to know most of the Fisher family. I've known four generations of the Fisher family, 1, 2, 3 generations of Art McKee's family. His wife, who I knew very well, passed away recently, the last 2 or 3 months, but Mrs. McKee's daughter Karen has been in the shipwreck business ever since she came out ever since she was about 10 years old. You know, her dad used to get her to sort the coins out from the shipwrecks for him when she was about 6 years old. So she's deep into shipwreck stuff. And in friends of mine, I know most of the famous divers and salvagers over here. Members of the Real 8 group. Lou Ullian was a friend of mine. Bob Marks, Jack Haskins, quite a few others. Bob Weller and Margaret Weller were great friends of mine. And if you want to get books on shipwrecks, Bob Weller wrote about 6 or 8 good books on shipwrecks. And that's the other thing. I've got the biggest shipwreck library in England. I've got over 2,500 books and catalogues on shipwrecks in England. And the latest, my claim to fame, I used to run charter boats for shark fishing, and where I live, I live in an old Coast Guard cottage about 100 yards from the cliff edge, so I go down the beach most days, beachcombing. And we got some of the best fossil beds in the world there, and we find dinosaur remains, ammonites, lobsters, crabs. And interestingly, I've found a few rare, unique fossils, and they finally named one after me, and it was a small shark about 2 foot long from its tooth. And I collect when I get a chance to buy the megalodon teeth in Florida. I usually pick them up. So I've got a big collection of megalodon teethies. Yeah, they're good. And
you have enough to fill in like a whole mouth yet, or?
Probably could. Yeah, friend of mine.
You could probably find a jaw somewhere and fill one in. That might be kind of cool.
That's an interesting subject. I could talk for about 10 hours on sharks and fossil sharks, so I won't do that. But a good friend of mine, Vito Bertucci, was a diver, and he used to dive in the South Carolina rivers for megalodon teeth. And unfortunately, he was like a lot of Americans that I know, just a little bit overweight. You know, he was only the weight of about two other people. A lot of my American friends weigh as much as 3 normal people, but there you go. That's your problem. And he was, because of his health problems, the last time he went diving for megalodon teeth in the river, he went down for 3 dives and only came back up from 2.
Oh no.
Which they think he had a heart attack or something underwater. So, but because you get alligators in the rivers here where he's diving, he used to carry a bang stick strapped to his leg, just in case there was an alligator around. So, right, okay, like I say, I could do verbal diarrhea for hours.
Yeah.
So
all good.
you can edit that to something
I will.
less embarrassing for me, can't you? Right. And
What's your
boss's name?
Jeff.
Yeah, I'm at Jeff's table at the moment. He's a dealer in shipwreck stuff in Palm Beach, Florida. So if you need some shipwreck stuff, go to see Jeff. And his assistant, whose name is Isaac.
The media guy.
He's the media guy. He's the one who's using all this modern technology, which I don't understand in the slightest, to record me at the moment. And he's going to send me a copy or blackmail me, I don't know which. So anyway, there you go.